Hi guys, it's Jane Melody here. Welcome back to my channel and to my kitchen. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of baking. Now, something that I absolutely love is banana bread. I have my great nan's recipe, which is literally unbeatable. It's amazing. I am obsessed. However, there are some times when you want to have a slice of your great grandmother's banana cake, but you also need to hit your protein goals. So what do? I've got the exact answer. Today we're going to be going through a banana bread recipe, which is also going to help you to smash your protein goals. So grab your overripe bananas, jump into your kitchen. We're going to dive straight into this recipe. Okay, so first thing we're going to do here is just simply preheat our oven. We're going for a classic 180 degrees on fan assisted. Then we're going to be lining some cupcake trays or muffin trays. Now you can make this into like one big loaf, or you can make it into little bars, or you could do cupcakes or muffins. To be honest, you can put this mixture into literally anything. I just like putting them into little cupcake cases because it's a lot easier to kind of use that as meal prep, and also you can divide the batter and calories and etc. a lot easier in my opinion. We're then going to be starting off making our mixture. So first thing you're going to need is a banana alongside one egg as well into the exact same bowl. So we're going to be going in with some honey. You could also use maple syrup if you wanted to, or kind of anything of a similar range, but I'm going for honey and I'm just going for 25 milliliters. Then going to be also going for some yogurt. I'm choosing the fat-free Greek style and fat-free to make the macros even better here. We're going to be going for 85 grams, just literally dolloping this one in. Can add a bit of vanilla extract if you have it as well here, but I'm just literally going for these. And then I'm going to just start trying to combine it. Not going to lie, this is going to look a little bit grim, so I will bear you the sight of having to watch that get combined, and instead I'll zoom you out a little bit. We're going to be just combining those ones all together, trying to get as much of the lumps out of that banana as you can, and just trying to make quite a smooth consistency. So just whiz these up together. We are then going to go ahead and make some oat flour. So to make oat flour, all you literally have to do is pour oats into a blender and blend them. So I'm just going to grab my oats here and I'm going to pop them into my blender, aiming for 140 grams. Now, don't watch about how many oats that I spill over my kitchen counter here. Just completely ignore that. I do pick them up later. I absolutely promise, but this is a bit of a messy one. Anyways, 140 grams of oats, and then going ahead and blending them together. Literally just whiz them up to make a very smooth, fine blend. So you're looking for a flour-like consistency just by blending these up. My blender is not really fit for doing this, so it requires a little bit of moving and grooving around so that all the oats don't get stuck together. But essentially just trying to whiz these up together and create yourself some oat flour here. I'm going to also be grabbing some protein powder. I'm just using unflavoured. I find it's really easy to bake with, but you could use banana flavour or vanilla flavour if you would like to, but I'm just going to be using unflavoured here. For our protein powder, we're going to be adding in 30 grams, so kind of a heaped scoop, adding that into our mixture here. And then we're also going in for our other dry ingredients too. So that's going to include baking powder, of which we're going for roughly half a teaspoon. I don't really measure this one out with too much fine detail, to be honest. And then also throwing in that oat flour that you literally just made. So that's roughly 140 grams of oats, throwing those in as well. So these are all of our dry ingredients going into the bowl. We're going to start slowly combining that with the wet ingredients to create a gorgeously coloured, not beige and boring at all, a very exciting coloured mix. So you just want to take it slow and just start combining all of those ones together, mixing all the dry ingredients into your wet ingredients. So just take your time to combine them up and put them all together. At this stage, we'll be thinking about starting to add in our additional items. Now, you could really start adding in at this point whatever you wanted. I'm personally going to add in some chocolate chips. I'm going for dark chocolate chips. So these are 70% dark chocolate chips. I'm going for roughly 45 grams of these. I'm also going to throw in about half a teaspoon of cinnamon powder, and probably not a tablespoon, that would probably kill you. half a teaspoon of cinnamon powder, just throwing this in as well, and I'm going to start combining that with the mix. But as I said, you could throw in other things you've wanted to. You could use white chocolate, milk chocolate, you could leave out the cinnamon, you could literally do really whatever you want to make this batter more exciting. I think dark chocolate chips goes the absolute best in my opinion, and that is literally your mixture all done. Then we're going to start filling the tray. So like I said, you can do a big loaf or however you want to do it. I'm going to be making these cupcake muffin type of vibes, and I have reduced this recipe personally, roughly 8 to 10 with this kind of recipe if you're making little kind of cupcakes. Once you have portioned them out, again, you could add different toppings before they go in as well. So for example, I've added onto one of these a little bit of chocolate ganache, which is just melted dark chocolate and coconut milk. That's literally all. Put that on top or inside of the batter, you could do that. That creates a really nice marbled chocolate effect, which is delicious. Yes, also I realised that I left 3 empty ones whilst I put them in the oven, and yes, that was pointless. I did realise later on. We're just going to throw these into the oven and baking them for roughly 15 minutes. Again, if you're doing a loaf, you might want to leave it up to 20 minutes, and if you're doing smaller cupcakes, you might want to do more like 12, but roughly 15 or so minutes on those ones. And they should come out being pretty firm in the center. And that is it, guys. My high protein, or higher in protein, banana and chocolate cupcakes slash loaf slash muffins slash whatever you want to call them. Either way, they're bloody delicious, super easy to make, and much higher in protein than your usual alternative. Do let me know if you try these and how you find them, and make sure to subscribe to my channel to see plenty more videos just like this one. For now, thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you in the next one.